Begin broadcast. Humble among broadcast system number 232. It is August 17th, 2026, a Monday. I was trying to stream this weekend, but I did not stream this weekend. So here we are, Monday. I'm not at the gathering of the Juggalos. I'm not going to the gathering of the Juggalos. We're going to talk about that later. I'm curious. I'm honestly a little anxious, a little curious to see how this stream goes because I've never... other than being at the gathering and doing my wrap-up streams, I've never streamed at the gathering while the gathering of the Juggalos were going on. So, yeah, curious how this is going to go. Anyway, I guess I'll play a couple of opening songs to get this started. What's up, everybody? I'm going to smoke a little bit, and we'll let some people file in here. Dungeon Main, what's up, dog? I'm going to play this new Odious song called Low. Mimi is like, why are you talking to the screen again? Smoke 'em if you got 'em type beat. A little bit of FOMO about it. I'm going to explain myself if you haven't been paying attention. Oh, I forgot I got to scream. I got to scream over these. Mimi, you're drooling all over me. Nope. We're not doing that. Yeah, I know. I'm not gathering. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. I'm going to save that for the end of the show when I'm talking mostly of the gathering stuff. It's just not in the cards this year is the short version. The very, very short version of it. It's not in the cards this year. I'll get into it a little bit more when we get into the gathering stuff. But, yeah. It's kind of a bummer. But also, there's reasons why I'm not gathering this year. It's just not black and white like that. I think baby got a timer going off. All right, I'm going to play another song. We're going to smoke a little bit more. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. This is an old song that was never officially released, I don't think, other than the CD single and it being on a live album. Here's the studio version of Thank God by MSI. Yeah, a lot of M-bombs into MSI. You know, it's funny. MSI is kind of like Twiztid. I never noticed all the N-bombs when I was listening to them. there's one of those N-bombs right there. There's one of them right there. All right, so, yeah, here we are. We're in the show now, officially. I have to start off with a couple of RIPs. RIP, first of all, to Tori's dad, Toto's dad. I don't know if she wants his shoot name. Should we even say his shoot name on here, babe? Chuck? Yeah. R.I.P. to Chuck, Toto's dad. Amazing man. He actually was a wing walker on airplanes and shit. He would do insane stunts. He didn't die doing one of his wing walking stunts, though. He had some sort of medical incident in the ocean. I don't know if I'm speaking too much out of school here or anything, but R.I.P. to Chuck. I met him only once. Seemed like a really good dude. I actually just met him last time we went down there. But yeah, R.I.P. to Chuck, man. Really good dude. I know Toto pretty broken up over it, so positive vibes to Toto. Big friend of the show. R.I.P. to my cousin and Doyen's dad, David K. MCL. I said MKL. LHRPG said, member 37 months. R.I.P. to your cousin and Doyen's dad, David K. Excuse me. Very disrespectful. Screaming Mad George, horror special effects extraordinaire, passed away, I guess, back in February, but it was just announced today. If you've never seen Screaming Mad George's stuff, he's absolutely brilliant. I think he did this movie Society that's absolutely insane. If you've ever seen Society, crazy, absolutely bugged out special effects work. Recently I watched this movie Freaked, which he did the special effects work for. Rest in peace to Screaming Mad George. Practical effects master. And Hayden Panettiere. Hayden Panettiere, who was in Scream 4 and 6. And I guess had just recently gone on an interview and outed Hollywood Elite, talking about, I think she was being hit on when she was 17, and she outed a major Hollywood star, or hinted at a major Hollywood star being the one that was grooming her, attempting to groom her. And now she's dead. A lot of conspiracy theory people hovering around this one. I don't know really what to think about. She's definitely way too young to have passed, though. No word on how she passed. I think she's in her 30s, right? 36. Yeah, rest in peace to Hayden Panettiere. Panettiere. Yes. Yeah, positive vibes to Apollon and Flashcat. Bobby and I think Jiggy, too, all had damage to their houses from this storm that passed through their area. I think a bunch of them are still without electricity. I don't even know. I mean, if that happened to me right before I had to go gather, it would definitely fuck up my gathering. So positive vibes to them. I hope they're still gathering. I hope this didn't derail their plans. Man, let's see where we got to start here. I guess I could show you guys some of these memes I made. You guys want to see these memes I made before I talk about some pretty stale shit real quick? Well, not that stale. It's just, lightly stale shit real quick. So I made this meme. I saw a meme of dude from Trailer Park Boys, of J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys that was done like this. And I'm like, I'm so going to do that with Shaggy. I'm just going to steal that meme one for one, but just do it with Shaggy. And I swear to God, the next day on Reddit, someone posted this picture, not with the caption, though, just the picture of Shaggy. With the challenge, capture this picture. And so I simply, laughing to myself because I had made this one the day before. I made this the day before, so I'm like, I'm just going to write, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, that got upvoted all crazy like on that Reddit thread. So I decided to make more of them, or I made a third one today. I was looking for a different old picture of Shaggy. You guys remember in the Shaggy and the Creep days where they did this whole photo shoot that's sort of like a J.C. Penney collage photo shoot or whatever. There's a couple of different really funny pictures of Shaggy and the Creep from that photo shoot. I was looking for a different one where he's sort of looking all kind of like goofy and starstruck. He's kind of doing one of these, like, off to the side. But I found this one instead, and I thought I would lean into the paranoia, the paranoia of it all. So, yeah, do they know what I'm saying? I found this meme, and I replaced the picture with Violent J looking all scuffed up from a wrestling match. 2026 is going to be my year, me in August. I jacked this meme. I believe it was a porn star that was originally on this meme. And I simply just replaced it with Choco. Shouts out to Choco. I did see 2 confirmations this week that Choco is still with us. Or at least as of recently as last Hallowicked, is still among the living, so to speak. She was at the last Hallowicked, according to Nick. Shouts out to Nick Bazaar. Also on Reddit said that he saw Choco at last year's Hallowicked. So that's fucking fresh that she's still around and still jugging. I also saw a picture of Choco on Reddit this week. So Choco's still around, y'all. That's fucking awesome, huh? There's simply no polite way to tell people they've dedicated their lives to an illusion. I can't remember what the original picture was with this, but I figured I'd get a nice clown yelling at you picture for this one. A lot of these are just me replacing the pictures for memes to make these. Showing you guys how to make a shitty meme real quick. Every day people say things to me, and I just look at this is my favorite. I love this Shaggy 2-Dope picture because he's just so tuned out to whatever is going on. I think this might have been one of the PR gimmicks they did for suing the FBI. I could be wrong, but he is just so checked out. I just love that shit. Anyway, too cringe for horrorcore, too based for nerdcore, just miserable enough for juggaloism. That one is just for me. I would find a way. I would find a way to make money here with Barney puking all over. I wonder what the story is behind this picture. Anyway, another Frankenstein job. All right, now finally, we've got to what thy staleness that I wanted to talk about, all right? Let me talk to you guys about this motherfucker. Anyone in the chat know who this is, first of all, before I talk about this? Because it took me a second to realize what was going on here. Well, I should have probably gotten a screenshot of the email, too. Nope, not Jelly Roll. So this guy, right, all right, so first of all, I got an email after the last stream, and I was joking a lot about how, you know, I got to be careful what I play the last stream. I was joking about getting copyright strikes for music and blah, 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 blah. I almost played another one of this guy's reels that he does. If you guys don't know, this is Burner 420 he goes by, right? He essentially makes vertical videos, reels, if you will, of prison content, because apparently he served some time in prison. This guy right here is the one pretty much directly responsible for all Juggalos in prison are PDF files, right? That this guy has basically pushed that narrative into the world. He is pretty much solely responsible for that. I've reacted to some of his reels in the past, and this is where the email comes in that I got recently. I guess I'll read it to you. I think I didn't cover up the email address, but I got an email. Let's see if I can find this real quick. Oh, I'm in favorites. Hold up. God damn it. Sorry about this. Bad organizing, y'all. Yes, here it is. From YouTube. Hi, Humble Among. We received a copyright removal request for your video. Based on applicable copyright law, we removed your video from YouTube. This is from... this is HABS 213. So this is... This is almost 20 episodes ago. This is from earlier this year. Failed Blackmail and Botched Screenshots was the name of that HABS episode. So it got deleted. It got taken down because of a copyright strike from one Jeremy Cord. And I was like and it says content used, Juggalos in prison. So I'm like, I'm like trying to think of who that would be. I'm like, I think it's that guy who was talking shit about Juggalos in prison being PDF files. No? Am I wrong? Like, I couldn't even figure out who this was, but I have his email here. So I emailed him and I asked him politely, like, because it's fair use, by the way. I'm not like playing his content on my live stream. I'm clearly commentating about whatever that video was. Probably just him talking about Jugs in prison being pedophiles or PDF files. My bad. See, that's how I'm gonna lose fucking monetization on this stream too. So he hasn't emailed back. He might even have a system set up that auto sends these out. I don't fucking know. But really whack to have a guy who all of his content, by the way, all of this guy's content, top to bottom, everything he does is reacting to prison clips that already exist on the internet. He's not taking these prison clips himself. This isn't from his like giant archive of prison videos that he took when he was in prison. No, he's out of prison and he is commentating over other people's videos. So really whack to me to have another way bigger content creator fucking copyright strike me for reacting to his content when that's essentially what, I mean, come on, that's what you do. That's how you fucking make your bread and butter. It goes all the way back to years ago on this channel. 5 years ago, I think, when I got my first copyright strike on the channel. And that was for using a Danny Brown clip of him talking about the gathering of the Juggalos from a letter that I sent. I made a video about a letter that an email that I sent to Danny asking about the gathering of the Juggalos, and they copyright striked me. If you don't know, Your Mom's House is another podcast that, like, 50% of Your Mom's House, at least in the early days, was them reacting to internet clips. Like, I don't know, man. So it definitely shades of that. So now I'm all like, fuck, man, I can't get another copyright strike. But here's the thing. I can fight this one, and I think I can win. Because this is fair use. It definitely is a fair use situation. It just sucks because it's like, it's not even for like a video or anything. It's just yet another live stream. Like, I don't know, man. It's just yet another live stream that is like gotten taken down because of fucking the stuff we reacted to. And like I was saying last time, that's what sucks about these bumpers almost I have to fucking work within. I can't really do the show I really want to do on here 100%. I have to do it within the guidelines of YouTube, which fucking sucks at the end of the day because this live stream isn't really 100% what I want it to be. It's sort of a compromised version of that, and that kind of fucking sucks, man. For example, I can't really risk playing you any of the sweet David Grush on Dr. Phil clips or anything that I saw this week. I can tell you about David Grush being on Dr. Phil this week, but I can't really play you any clips because I can't risk motherfucking Dr. Phil hitting me with a copyright strike. So it really fucking sucks, man. There's another email I got sometime back. I'm just going to acknowledge real quick because I did make a post about it. I got an email sometime back that is pretty disturbing. And if you're wondering why I don't want to talk about a certain person anymore, it's because of that email. This will go into later on when I talk about one of the reasons I don't want to gather this year, or I'm not going to gather this year, is because they've booked a lot of people this year for the gathering that straight up, in my opinion, shouldn't be representing Juggalo culture. Sickos, abusers, and bigots, racists, booked this year. But hey, that's just my opinion. But if there's certain individuals you're wondering why I'm not going to fucking talk about them anymore, it's because I'm just straight up disgusted from the email I got. And I just don't want to, I just don't even want to go there. I will say all of you out there who are riding for that motherfucker, you are going to be embarrassed when it eventually all comes out. And I'm just not going to be the one to do that anymore. Because it doesn't win me any favors. It doesn't do me any good at all to have a bunch of people fucking just hate campaign against me who are protecting a bigot / abuser / whatever that they're fucking fans of. It does not help me. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. If you're wondering why I'm not talking about a certain situation anymore, that's why. Let's see. Why am I looking? I'm doing this old school style, y'all. I'm looking at the notes on the phone. Holy shit. Oh my God, I just flipped the phone and scared the shit out of the cats. Doing this helly old school style. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about this thing. I've alluded to this before, I think in live stream, but I saw a video this week about something called Project Gate, that they did back in the 90s with American school children, where essentially they took you out of class. It was a conspiracy video about Project Gate. And I've joked on here before that I think I was being recruited for the Illuminati when I was in the 4th grade. I'm not sure, but now I'm like a little bit more sure that maybe I was being attempted to be recruited for the Illuminati in the 4th grade. So Gate was like gifted and talented exchange, something like that. Gifted and talented student program type of deal that I have to assume was the same program that I was participating in, because in 4th grade they started taking me and like 5 or 6 other kids in my grade out of class, usually towards the end of the day, usually for like a whole period / the rest of the day. So we would miss like the last quarter of the day, typically. Yeah, I would say like the last quarter of the day we would miss being in one of those little trailer gimmicks. So we weren't even in the actual school. This school had a whole bunch of trailers behind it that had like computer classes, and sort of the smaller classes would be in the trailer. We would be in one of these trailer gimmicks, just me and these 5, 6 other kids. And we did very strange work. I remember doing some activity sheets. I don't remember what was on those sheets early on. They like tested us really early on in there. I remember doing a lot of chess in that class. And I remember they were teaching us the stock market for some reason, all in the 4th grade. Now, I saw a YouTube video about Project Gate and how people are like putting together the dots that maybe this was some sort of MK Ultra Illuminati recruitment thing. Obviously, nothing fucking ever came out of it with me, or I wouldn't be sitting here doing Juggalo fucking content. I would be funded by Peter Thiel or some shit, like one of these other UFO YouTubers or some shit. By the way, UFO YouTubers are on Twitter going crazy right now because a couple of them have gotten the allegation that they are funded by Peter Thiel. Anyway, I think I was in Project Gate. I don't know 100% if this was Project Gate because it was fucking 4th grade and I don't remember what it was called, but boy, does it fit all of the hallmarks of what I remember going through with this Project Gate thing. Anyway, just had to share that. The Illuminati don't want me. There's like a whole new fucking layer of that song for me, man. All right. So I've been talking about how I'm going to sell a bunch of my old t-shirts, right? So this right here is a new Hunter S. Thompson shirt I got rather recently. It's a XXL. This is not for sale. What will be for sale will be a bunch of t-shirts that I have in XL, because a bunch of them shits do not fit anymore. I'm definitely more of a 2XL, and a bunch of them shits I'm just going to stretch out in various different fucking areas of that t-shirt if I try to put it on and rock it throughout the day. So instead of ruining / not wearing a bunch of XL t-shirts, I'm going to be trying to sell them. So I realize it's the gathering, so a bunch of y'all are not trying to buy a bunch of merch when you're going to be going to the gathering already strapped for cash. So I'm going to wait a little while, but in the meantime, I am going to make a video, I think, because this is another concept I've talked about doing for years on this channel, And I think it's about time because I realize that this moment, right before I start selling these T-shirts, is going to be the high watermark probably for the amount of Insane Clown Posse T-shirts that I will ever own. I can't imagine... I just can't imagine a world where I'm going to end up buying as many Insane Clown Posse T-shirts as I have right now, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm going to do a video where I at least record for all eternity. I think someone just pulled in, babe. Is that Gwen? Babe? Baby! She fell asleep. I think she had someone showing up. 1 second. I have to wake this girl up. I think someone just showed up. No, that's not for you. No, that's Gwen. Gwen is 100% here. Her boss, Gwen, just showed up. She used to think she would get harassed when she worked at Dunkin'. Now her boss at the new place is just showing up at the house when she's trying to nap. So, yeah, I'm going to do this ICP T-shirt collection video at some point. Hopefully this week I'm going to sit down and just go through all my shirts real quick just to record them because I have to have... It's hard for me to guess, but I have to have over 50 ICP shirts. Somewhere between 50 and 100 ICP shirts. You're no longer buying ICP shirts. I'm just not going as hard in the paint as I was for ICP merch. You know what I mean? What I ended up doing is like they were doing the 30 years of insanity gimmick where they reprinted a lot of classic T-shirts for like the first time ever. So I went super fucking hard with that 30th anniversary shit, just trying to get certain shirts that I was like, man, I always wanted that back in the day. So I went super hard with those. I got a grip of those, man. Probably 30 shirts at least are those 30th anniversary shirts. Can I have one for my birthday? Sure. Why not? Sure. Sure, you can have a shirt for your birthday. Why not? What do you got there? Peanut butter fudge. We just got peanut butter fudge delivered from Emily's boss, Gwen. Em just made the shut the fuck up over their face. Is a big block of fudge? Yeah, maybe should cut it. Anyway, so I'm going to do that soon. I have been trying to wrap my head around editing all these vlogs that I've done recently. Oh, I did this Lil Wayne video I talked about doing last time, too. If you haven't checked out the Lil Wayne video I did, go check it out. I know it's not it's not the usual Juggalo-centric type of content, but it's very bizarre, this fucking interview, and I had to go in. I had to go in on this one. And I discovered some weirdness while making this video. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Lil Wayne is a bizarre individual. He's afraid of eating things that are white. And he talks about how he eats cereal, but he can't look at the milk. Hence the bowl of milk I put by his head. Anyway, go watch that video, man. It's fucking weird. I also finally dropped the Emily vlog. Emily Goes Filipino grocery shopping vlog that we fucking shot last year at some point, late last year. We actually shot this in winter. But I finally dropped it. That's strictly for the alienated. So all you motherfuckers that are green in the chat, or the couple of you motherfuckers that are green in the chat, all the alienated can watch that. Don't think that's ever going to make the main timeline. But this was just a fun little quick thing that I shot with the newer camera to try to play around with how the newer camera looks and shit. It's one of the first vlogs I shot with the newer camera, actually. So go check that out. We're jumping way ahead in the notes. That's Jonathan Davis's leash company. Jonathan Davis has a leash company called Freak on a Leash now, huh? Damn, CPN scared Humble so much he isn't gathering. No? CPN's a fan, though. Shouts out to CPN. I'm glad he watches. Oh, yeah, CPN's a sad story, man. If he could have gotten out of his own way, he could have probably been in a much better situation. Shouts out to CPN, though. I hope he does the work on himself that he probably should have been doing those last 5 years or so. It doesn't seem like he did any work on himself, though, in 5 years, which is unfortunate. Also, shouts out to Chuck Reeves, who has been making some fire content in the Juggalodium. A lot of his opinions I actually agree with. So shouts out to Chuck Reeves, too. Yeah, Chuck Reeves thinks M's pretty, too. So, yeah, shouts out to Chuck Reeves. We like your beard, dog. We like your beard. No shit, though. I legit want to go and interview Chuck Reeves. I legit, at some point, want to go and interview Chuck Reeves. Because I think he's got an interesting perspective on the Juggalodium. And I think that would be a pretty interesting interview, honestly. Fuck. You can go back to sleep. I'll try not to be too loud. Shouts out to Dylan Dragontail, who just joined the Alienated to see the sweet Emily shopping vlog, I'm sure. Did you watch the EDP documentary? No, I did have that into my history, though. I did start watching that to watch at work last week, and then I don't think I ever got to it. I did start watching the new Reckless Ben infiltrates a teen behavior school documentary. I did get about halfway through that at work today. That's pretty good. It's a bummer that he didn't get as much. It's a bummer he didn't get as much secret footage as he kind of hoped he would get. That school is closed down. He closed that shit down, huh? Damn. Probably just starting a new school. I know that dude has a really good interview with Andrew Callahan, Reckless Ben. Go check out the Reckless Ben interview with Andrew Callahan. It was really good. And oddly enough, Courtney Love pops in at the end. And I have so many questions as to why is Courtney Love either A, hanging out in the same place with Reckless Ben, or B, hanging out in the same place with Andrew? Very curious. Did you see Robert Pattinson is playing Chris Hansen? I sure did, sir. That's in my notes to talk about, actually. What's the name of that movie? Primetime. September 25th. Primetime. Robert Pattinson is Chris Hansen. The teaser trailer we saw for that before... What the fuck movie was that before? Jackass? Right? I think it was Jackass, right? Oh, Disclosure Day. That's right. We saw a teaser trailer for that in front of Disclosure Day. And that got Emily super hype. Emily was like, we have got to see this. And I'm like, yeah, that looks good. I will say the full trailer has me a little bit less hype. I still want to see the movie, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it feels very action movie, like, it feels very thrillered up. It feels like they're like, let's put some more thriller in this story. We need a little bit more thriller.
It is classified as a thriller.
I mean, the trailer definitely tells me that. When I think the real story is maybe not quite as thrilling, it's maybe more mundane in its evil. I don't know. That's just my perspective. They're definitely doing the storyline of the show, the growth in popularity, and then the big ending is definitely going to be that one PDF file who offed himself with the police outside of his apartment or whatever the fuck. Did you guys watch The Invite? No. Which one? Did you guys recommend that to us? The Invite sounds super familiar. You guys definitely recommended that to us, huh? Much love to M and E. Calling me E weirds me out sometimes, but I'll take it. I truly love your content. I hope you guys are coming to the gathering. Unfortunately, we are not coming to the gathering this year. Hopefully next year. We will get into that a little bit later. Masters of the Universe hate. Enjoy, not see. I have not seen Masters of the Universe, though. Anyway. Seth Rogen and Edward Norton. That's The Invite. Oh, that's the... That's not the new show, right? Oh, no, the Seth Rogen show is called The Studio. Shit, I guess I'll talk some more about stuff I've been watching, seeing as we're already here. I skipped over some UFO stuff, but we'll go back to that. Stuff I've been watching. I did see Bowling for Columbine. I think I talked about Bowling for Columbine last time. I can't remember. But... You guys realize, like, I remember, I have a very vague memory from back in the day watching, like, Bowling for Columbine and, like, the aughts in high school and shit. Do you guys remember in Bowling for Columbine, there's not one, but two Juggalos in Bowling for Columbine? I remembered the one at the end when they go to Kmart to try to get Kmart to stop selling, I think it's 9mm bullets. There's a Juggalo with one of the guys in the wheelchair who seems to be the wheelchair dude's homie. Or there's two shooting victims. They go to Kmart corporate headquarters requesting to get 9mm bullets taken out of the store. And yeah, Kmart ends up like listening and taking the 9mm bullets out of the store for these guys. And one of the guys has a Juggalo jersey on. I was like, oh shit, look at that. Makes sense, though, because Michael Moore's a Flint, Michigan guy. So there's another scene where they're playing video from inside of Columbine, though. You guys might remember the sequence. They play some video of kids in the lunchroom sitting at a lunch table. And there's this one cat with really slick back hair, and he's got a Kelly Green T-shirt on. And I immediately noticed that Kelly Green color and the very top of the Great Malenko's feather kind of curling near his collar. I'm like, that motherfucker's wearing a Malenko shirt. So not one, but two Juggalos in Michael Moore's Bowling for Columbine. Elephant, another good watch, speaking of Columbine. Elephant's okay. The Columbine-esque movie that I always recommend, this conversation's really fucking smoked, you guys. The Columbine-esque movie that I always recommend is this movie, The Dirties. That's a Matt Johnson movie. Hold on, I'm going to do the super nerdy thing where I pull it from behind me. The Dirties. This right here, The Dirties. They just put out a sweet Blu-ray. Who the fuck put this out? Umbrella put this out, an Australian boutique company. This is Matt Johnson's first movie, the guy from Nirvana, the band. This is probably the best school shooting related movie ever made, in my opinion. But I am a tad biased. Anyway, The Dirties. Go check it out. What else did we watch? Fahrenheit 9/11 we watched as well. Another Michael Moore shit. I haven't seen Fahrenheit 9/11 since, once again, probably like 20 years ago. Holy fuck. Did I forget how much war footage is in Fahrenheit 9/11? Wow. Lot of gore. Damn near Faces of Death level gore in Fahrenheit 9/11. Emily did not... Emily did not like that. But you like Fahrenheit 9. You saw that back in the day. You didn't remember the gore either, right? Yeah, it was really intense gore in Fahrenheit 9/11 that I basically hardly remember. We've also been watching Anthony Bourdain. Speaking of Matt Johnson, Anthony Bourdain, Tony is a movie coming out, I think this Friday. Directed by Matt Johnson. It's Anthony Bourdain in his formative years, his most formative summer, cooking in Massachusetts, I think. It's like a biopic type joint, but for only one summer. Anyway, we've been watching a lot of Bourdain. We started with some Parts Unknown, but then Emily explained to me that Parts Unknown is actually the second series, and we really should probably be watching No Reservations. So we went back and we started No Reservations, and we've been watching a grip of those. Really good show. I've never watched any Bourdain. He definitely is super gonzo, though. Shouts out to Hunter S. Thompson. He's definitely super gonzo with the shits. The Las Vegas episode has got a million Fear and Loathing references in it. But I really enjoy his writing, even if his writing is just his monologues over the shits. It's really good. Go check out Anthony Bourdain if you've been sleeping on Bourdain like me. We also just watched. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to talk about this piece of trash. Hold up. We just watched American Splendor the other night as well. If you've never seen this, this is a movie about comic book artist Harvey Pekar. Now, Harvey Pekar is a legend in the comic book industry because he's kind of the first guy to do super autobiographical comics just about himself, not like filtered through another character that's supposed to represent him or any of that shit. It's Harvey Pekar in those comics. Kind of sad related story I saw this week. This kind of got me on the track to wanting to watch the American Splendor movie again because I haven't seen it in years. Also, great performances in American Splendor. It's done in a way where it's like half documentary, half biopic. So you see a bunch of the real people that the actors are playing. Super inventive. If you've never seen it, you don't have to be a fan of comics at all. I think you just have to be a fan of human beings and human relationships. Definitely check it out. Harvey has been passed away for some years now. I did want to bring... All right. Okay, so they hit their goal. That's super cool to see. There's only 26 hours left in this, but Harvey passed away some time ago, and unfortunately his storage unit was almost lost. So they started a Kickstarter here to get his storage unit paid for. And it looks like they met their goal of $12,000 with 26 hours to go. I don't know if Kickstarter is... They gotten some criticism of Kickstarter maybe not being the best avenue for something like this, a donation-based platform, but it's cool to see they actually got this paid because this is like all of his old... Like all of his stuff, man. All of his music collection, a lot of his drawings, well, not his original drawings, but his scripts. He's not really an artist. He's more of a script guy. He would have other artists do his stuff. But it's good to see that it actually was funded. So, yeah. That, I got to go back in time after, though. So, in American Splendor, there's a cameo by a guy when in the scene where he's at a yard sale. And I'm like, that motherfucker's in that movie White Boys. Now, I don't know if you guys ever saw White Boys back in the day. It's like a movie from like 1999. But it's kind of, I mean, I don't like describing it this way, but this is what it is. It's kind of proto Malibu's Most Wanted. It's about some white boys in Iowa in 1999 who really want to be black. And boy, do they want to be black, to the point where they go to Chicago with a friend of theirs and they try to buy some drugs, and it does not go well for them. I don't want to say too much more because I feel like I've already said too much. It's like, it reminds me a lot of the movie Kids. Emily didn't agree with me that much on the Kids comparison, but it reminds me of Kids and Bully, two Larry Clark films. Check that fucking shit out. We actually watched that last night, and I haven't seen that in years, and that holds up so fucking well. White Boys, if you've never seen it. We also watched this piece of trash. This is Action Point. Johnny Knoxville's movie that is supposed to be based off of a real theme park in New Jersey called Action Park. But I don't know. This thing, Action Point, this thing sucked. This was almost unwatchable. This was horrible. It felt like they were trying to make a Jackass movie without including the Jackass guys. Chris Pontius and Johnny Knoxville are the only Jackass guys in the fucking movie, and Pontius's acting fucking sucks. His acting fucking sucks, man. Frankie has a question. Uh-oh. Is he in here with his hand up? Fuck the bullshit. My hand is up. All right, Frankie. What is it? If you see the documentary, The Action Point... Yes! See, the documentary is great. Yeah, the documentary is great, Noah. You're right. Boy, yeah, you're so right with that. Been trying to ask you this for a while, but have you noticed the JCW Lunacy views? They seem like they're boosted. Not that there is anything wrong with it, but they just look strange versus everything else. I haven't noticed that. I have noticed that they've sweetened up some of the audio in episodes of Lunacy. There's some extra crowd noise being added to the mix, in my opinion, on a couple of these segments. I have noticed that. I have not noticed inflated numbers, though, no. Yeah. Waiting for Frankie's dumbass question. Probably going to be dumb as hell. Come on, Frankie. Spit it out, dude. Frankie's boomer typing over there. Big old thumbs just fucking trying his best. Come on, Frankie. You're holding up the show, dude. Come on, dude. He probably tuned out. That motherfucker tuned out, didn't he? Humble Among is caked up these days. What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? Are you believing the AI that you've been seeing on Facebook? Is that... Are you believing those AI images, Frankie? You need to get off the internet, Frankie. You need to get off the internet. They're all around 30 and... Whoa! 30 and 40... Whoa. Watch the stream count at time. Yeah, there's usually, what, about 5,000 people in there max? I feel like I notice about 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people in there. I mean, it could go up. They could have gotten that AEW boost, right? Theoretically. Nah, but that is a little suspicious. I will agree. I will agree that is a little suspicious. Shit, we are all over the place now. I think that was all the shit I watched this week, though. All right, so I'm caught up with that at least. Now let's talk some UFO stuff, unless Frankie actually has a question. Just wanted to throw a dig at me real quick. Fucking Frankie. All right, I got to So this Peter Kane guy, which I still got to upload that video of me harassing him in the live by saying, you should work with Violent J. And he rage quit. So he cut open a Bigfoot. I got a couple of these Peter Kanes. He cut open a Bigfoot head recently. So if you're curious what the cross-section of a Bigfoot head looks like, there you go. I think he had another one of that. Yeah, there's the other side for you. Whoops. There's the other side. Now, this guy has been getting increasingly ridiculous with his posts, where I think at this point it's pretty obvious he is trolling.
Bigfoot specimens that my father acquired September 23rd, 1953.
It's supposed to be a real hand.
Many of them were so big that they had to have them in pieces to transport them. My father had a station wagon with him. There's no way he transported them back to Missouri with the station wagon. So I assume that he rented a truck. I don't know. He's gone now. So some things he told me about, some things I just don't know. I do know, that when they were transported, that ice was used to try and keep them cold. Now, it wasn't in the middle of the summer, but he said that they did use ice, and finding ice on the way home tended to be a hassle. It's so large you could see the dermal ridges on it. Prove that they're real without getting a bunch of strangers involved, because my father kept these since 1953 at great expense. The only time that anybody really got involved was John DuPont, and my father got the specimens that he gave John DuPont back.
My favorite part about this guy is he posts a lot of his pictures will have his shirt off, and he's clearly trying to thirst trap weirdly with some of his shit. That's my favorite part about this guy's Instagram account. I'm going to try to find some thirst trap examples for you guys next time, because I know you're dying for his thirst traps. Oh, actually, I found one. Here's one right here. I can't believe the next one actually is one. So there's a great example. Here's another hand, and him showing off his sweet bod. See, he's not caked up. That motherfucker's cut, right, Frankie? Frankie, rate his bod, would you? He said I should play something exclusive, I think. I don't know what that means. What that mean? Frankie, what that mean? Frankie, what that mean? Oh, see, he buttoned up here, though.
To the Bigfoot. And I don't
know. So he was like, you know what? We're going to show them. For this one, we're going to fucking show them.
right or wrong? When you think about Jesus, Jesus could be considered an ET. So is the biblical reference correct on the Bigfoot? I don't know.
What about those fingers?
I
Those look
don't
more
know
realistic
if
to you
Bigfoot
guys?
is an ET. I don't know if it's interdimensional. I don't know if the biblical references are correct either. I just don't know.
How would you... So, if his dad really did shoot that Bigfoot and bring it with dry ice, what the fuck? Did he have a fucking, like, cargo truck? Did he have to fucking be... Hey, I've been recording this week, Frankie. Don't bust my balls like that. Did he have a cargo truck with fucking dry ice? I don't fucking know, man. By the way, if you're trying to buy a verse or something, now would be a good time. I am recording again. Made like 3 songs this week. 2 songs, and I did a verse for somebody. So, yeah, hit me up when I make a song or something. I don't know. I eventually will drop those 2 Devereaux projects. I eventually don't make me keep threatening to drop them, because I eventually will drop them. Am I recording completely other songs unrelated to that Devereaux project? Yes. Yes, I am. Why? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Frankie. Frankie's in here having fun. Emily said to fuck off. She's still mad at you for going on swills. Or shills, I should say. Oh, Frogman. I got to show you guys Frogman. He cooked a Bigfoot, too. This guy. We're still on Kane. We're still on Peter Kane. This is really... I love this first picture because it's so unhinged, man. I think I shared this to my story because it's just so unhinged. Like, what is he going to do to the Frogman? And why? So the Frogman is apparently someone that... a being that his father found in a swamp. I guess he was going to carve him up, too. Yeah, really unhinged guy. Texas Chainsaw Massacres with some of the ceiling sculptures there. The skeleton sculptures. Yeah. I don't know what the Peter Carnes deal is, but he's a character. And then I have a cooking Bigfoot for you. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think it's obvious he has to be trolling because he's cooking a Bigfoot. I think he has to be trolling at this point. But I'm here for it. Either way, I'm here for it. All right, what's Frankie saying now? Is he saying something stupid in here again? No, just the libtard comment. Kosuke, don't troll like that. Kosuke said in the chat, said he's at the gathering right now. Come find me. Where? Where are you parked? Are you at 1776? Huh? No, you got me, Guido. I'm definitely here for the... I'm here for the thirst traps. He got me. No, he just fell into my fucking algorithm, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Play a song. I already played songs. The fuck, Frankie? You trying to get me another copyright strike? Play a song. Yeah, how'd that work out for me? Although I didn't play a song to get a copyright strike. Phil Collins reveals he almost died from drinking alcohol in 2024 after his organs shut down. Stop drinking, everybody. Perez Hilton had a big old self-harm TikTok stream. You guys hear about this Perez Hilton? Not Paris Hilton, Perez Hilton. And their big old self-harm TikTok stream? You gonna start a free Blunt Man fund? Nah, probably not. That does suck, though. Blunt Man got allegedly. Yeah, if y'all are going to the gathering, definitely be safe. There's a lot of people being pulled over. If you watched any of the content we've done leading up to the gathering, you would know that I've been saying this spot is hot. That area doesn't want us there. They are pulling people over left and right. Drive safe. Use your turn signals. Do full stops at stop signs and red lights. Don't smoke weed in your car to avoid getting a DWI. Be very safe. My homies left yesterday, and I had to literally move a 6-bedroom house by myself and move it all into another house. I am broke as fuck. Moving so expensive. Shouts out to Acid Juggalo. Keep your head up, dog. I had to... I mean, I'm going to get into it a little bit later, but I had to pay some shit on my car rather unexpectedly. So even if I was trying to gather this year, that would have fucked me pretty good. That would have fucked me real bad. But yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Frankie. You actually got me back on track for once. This Perez Hilton video, I have not seen it uncensored, but I've seen it plenty of times censored, and even censored, it's disturbing. Apparently, this motherfucker was just kind of just carving himself up like a turkey, like a ham. A lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this.
Oh my God, he had
Sepsis psychosis before, though, right?
No.
You think that that's what this was?
Yeah, I think he's remained in psychosis.
Since he had the sepsis, like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
He only was in the hospital a month ago from sepsis. Emily said she thinks it's sepsis psychosis that he was suffering from. Excuse me. It's the more disturbing parts about this story is that his kids were in the house, his parents were in the house, and his parents took the kids out of the house while he was doing this to himself during the live stream. The parents were not even the ones that called 911. The people watching on TikTok were the people that called 911, which is kind of surprising to me. Maybe they were worried about the kids and getting the kids situated. I would think 911 going out the house would be almost one of the first things you'd be doing, though. But maybe at that point, people watching the TikTok have already called 911. I don't know. They let Perez Hilton stream on TikTok for like a half hour while he's doing all of this. Yeah. Even Perez in one of the clips goes, I can't believe TikTok is letting the stream stay up this long. Wild. Lots of conspiracy theories surrounding that. Apparently, Perez's mom has custody of his kids. Perez said he needs help to his mom. A bunch of crazy shit. Is this a situation of karma coming to roost? Is this a situation of mental illness coming to roost? What do you guys think about this Perez Hilton? I don't really have any strong feelings about Perez one way or the other. I did like some of his appearances on Howard Stern back in the day. That's about my biggest frame of reference for Perez Hilton. Yeah, his parents not calling 911's a little fucked up though, right? But I have to imagine maybe that's just a timing thing. Maybe the parents were worried about the kids, and if he's already doing that, then the viewers probably already fucking called it in, you know? But yeah, 30 minutes before they killed the stream. Oh boy, I got to get some more Sarah Russi fucking clips, man. She's been posting some really wild shit. So there's some interesting Sarah Russi Bagel Boss lore. Did you know she has Bagel Boss lore? Sarah Russi. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know that. Good point. Why would you know that? Why would I know that? All right, so here's Sarah Russi's Bagel Boss lore. I found
this guy so badly that I caused him to have a stroke. Do you remember the Bagel Boss guy? Back in 2019, this man lived in this van that he would typically park outside of a Bagel Boss shop, and inside the shop, he had a meltdown about women not wanting to date him because of his height. He got jumped, and it went viral. I had a publicist at the time who would always run into him at shows, and she told me he was starting his own podcast and encouraged me to contact him. So I did his podcast. He asked me to go on a fake date with him for YouTube content, and I made it crystal clear to him that it's just a fake date. This is not real. He's trying to text me throughout the next couple of days, sending me goodnight text messages, and then sent me this picture of him in his underwear. I sent my publicist the photo because I thought it was hilarious, and then 2 days later, I'm waking up to angry text messages from Bagel Guy because the photo is in page 6 and it's printed in the New York Post. But then just a few days later, he has a serious stroke, and nobody has heard from him since 2019. All I know is that he was definitely still alive in 2020 because I got a text message from an email address that said Bagel Boss Guy, and all it said was Happy Thanksgiving. Does anyone know what he's up to these days? Is he still sending unsolicited photos like this to women? We really need an update. The internet was convinced that I humiliated this guy so badly that I caused him to have a stroke. Do you remember the Bagel Boss Guy? Back in 2019, this man...
What do you think of Sarah Russi's Bagel Boss lore? Did you see her post where she's like, just your favorite no-neck having baddie? Did you see that? You really didn't see that? I saw that and I was like, huh. I wonder if that's because of what Emily...
She knows. You can't have that fucking no-neck ass and not know. She knows. It has nothing to do with me. She knows.
You didn't really... I mean, you weren't the first one saying that either.
Who? How can you not? Who's gonna look at her and not say that? Of course I'm not the first person to say that.
Well, shouts out to Sarah. So you also made a really weird post the other day. Was it yesterday that was like... Oh, it was so passive-aggressive towards Jay. About, what's something that your boyfriend does that lets him know that he hates you? And she said that she had asked... I think she had insinuated that she asked Jay to watch a movie and he didn't want to. And that she thought that meant that he hated her. That was a really strange post. I should have grabbed that one for the stream. Sorry, I'm rolling one real quick. So we can finish the stream here. Yeah, but be careful going to the gathering. If anybody's traveling to the gathering, getting ready to travel, Missouri don't play. And also, I want to remind people, when you're in the gathering grounds, remember that spot is hot. Be careful who you buy from or whatever. What we got here? Ice cream? Cherry ice cream with chocolate chunks in it. Homemade. She made that. It's so good.
When you eat a bite of ice cream and then a bite of peanut butter fudge, it tastes like a peanut butter and jelly in your mouth.
Even more than your smoothie the other day? Better than the smoothie? Yeah, don't forget that Jimmy's spot was raided once by the feds. Not saying that's going to happen this year, but you'd be a fool to think that feds wouldn't actually be in there undercover trying to gather intel, if you will. Humble, I just want to give you your flowers. Been down for a long time. You are the only guy online who I've ever actually supported. Thank you, Venom420. I appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the shit right there. I need to hear that sometimes, you know? I need to hear that sometimes. Because sometimes my supporters are awful quiet while my detractors are awful loud. So I definitely need to hear that sometimes. So I appreciate that a lot, Venom420. You sure are. You especially. Oh. Oh. Hey-oh. No, you're my biggest supporter, baby.
And you're mean back.
I am not. I am not being mean. I refuse to accept that. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple of AI stories. I'll try to do these together. Oh, I didn't get that post either. Sarah made a post with the Sarah Russi stuff. She made a post that she would not be hanging at the gathering because she doesn't want to have stuff thrown at her. And I thought she deleted the post, but then I found it again. Boy, was she getting shit for that post. I think she might have been rage baiting with that one, though. I'm not sure. All right, here's an AI story. I have a couple of AI stories. So a professor tricked his students he tricked his students and caught 32 out of 35 of them using AI for a test. 32 out of 35 students were using AI for their school assignment. That's depressing as fuck to me, man.
Think about this. One day, that generation of kids, one of those people is going to be the president.
Yeah. An AI president. Fully automated president. If you don't know the whole situation with Phoenix Flexin, the guy who has that song Rubbers, that's damn near song of the summer. A lot of people have been speculating that Phoenix Flexin had AI created that song because he's singing in a new wave British accent type beat. It did come out that he did get exposed that it is indeed AI. He had to admit that it was AI because the program that he made it with, called Trebello, I think, released a scanner where you could put in any song and it would give you a percentage of how likely it is created by AI. And every time people have put in rubbers, it comes back 100%. So he had to sort of admit that he had used AI to make this song. And the even bigger story to come out of this, I'm not sure how this came out of this, but this came out of this, is Tyga, who had just dropped an album, I think called Starface or something. Tyga's whole album apparently is AI made, top to bottom, the whole album. How fucking crazy is that, man? A whole album from a major hip-hop artist that's completely crafted from AI. I don't know, man. Not good. Oh, I got another AI story. Shit, I didn't realize I had a fourth one here. So, Eli Roth's new movie, Ice Cream Man, is early reviews are leaking in from that. I think it's fully out in theaters at this point. I could be wrong. It might still be out in a couple of weeks. I'm not really sure. Ice Cream Man apparently has a large amount, not a large amount, but certain segments are entirely AI generated. There is apparently a flashback sequence that is entirely AI. And what is it? There's a cartoon, I think, on a kid's phone that is AI created as well. So he's getting heavy backlash from that. Snoop Dogg made a horrorcore song for the soundtrack. Do you think that's AI? Drop new music, Humble. I probably should. I don't know. I've been pretty jaded with music the last year and a half or so. But I've been making some new music, so maybe I'll actually release it. Or maybe I'll just keep hoarding it. maybe I'll never release it. Who knows? Camille Nanjiani, who is an absolutely hilarious comedian, will be making his directorial debut with a movie called Howl. Let's see. Movie about a troubled actor who announces on live TV that he will turn into a werewolf within the hour. So it kind of sounds like that. Oh, what is the name of that? That movie. With that Shudder movie that was about the exorcism. God damn it. Late Night with the Devil. Is that what that's called? Late Night with the Devil. I think it might be Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, Joe Bob was canceled. Are we talking about Joe Bob? You talking about the OG ice cream movie, right? I'm blown away that it has nothing to do with the 90s Ice Cream Man movie. Yeah, shouts out to Clint Howard. Or, you know what's even crazier to me, Master Weedo, is they reported, I think when they announced this Ice Cream Man movie, they reported that it was, one, a loose remake of that movie, and two, an adaptation of the Ice Cream Man comic book series. It ended up being none of those. Frankie, I don't appreciate your sarcasm, dude. You son of a bitch. The streets need the heat. The streets are fine. Streets are chilling, dog. Streets don't need that heat. Let's see. Oh, the Camille Nanjiani script was on the 2024 Blacklist, which is a Hollywood list of scripts that are troubled by Hollywood, having trouble being made by Hollywood. Joe DeRosa, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, is on Netflix, I think now. If you haven't seen that special, go check it out. It's one of the funniest specials I've seen in the last year. That and Sarah Squirm's special are probably up there with some of the best specials I've seen. Stavros? Stavros? Is that how you say his name? Stavros. He has a special coming out directed by Matt Johnson, I think this month, maybe next month. History of Concrete from John Wilson is coming out September 18th. Primetime, Robert Pattinson as Chris Hansen, comes out September 25th. Yeah, that's all the movie stuff. Oh, Tales from the Crypt. Fucking Dark Horse is putting out a whole collection of Tales from the Crypt in one giant book. This is strictly because I'm a book nerd. I want to show you guys this real quick. Oh, that's not how that works, you silly goose. But yeah, look at this giant tome of Tales from the Crypt. So cool. I hope they do the other ones, Vault of Horror and the Witch's Cauldron. Is that what they call the other one? I'm not sure. That would be rad, though. Humble Among, any thoughts, feelings on Uncle Lloyd, the Toxic Avenger, being at the Gathering main stage? That's cool. Not really a fan of who they're representing, but Lloyd followed me back on Instagram, so that was cool. I wish Humble Among was Gathering. Humble Among wishes he was Gathering, low-key. I heard Sarah is friends with Snooki. Sarah Russi with Snooki? Haunt of Fear. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the other one. Thank you, Master Guido. He won't come because he hates me now again. Frankie, sweetie baby. I don't hate you, Frankie. Emily might, but I don't. Emily's like, I don't know why you don't. Let's see. What have I been reading? You guys are dying to know what I've been reading. I've been reading Joe Hill. I went back to the Joe Hill book, Full Throttle. I read a whole grip of his stories in Full Throttle. I might just finish that this week, honestly. Really good on the second half. Second third. Really good on the second third of the book. A couple of stories in there. This one story, Fawn, absolutely amazing. There's another story about a robot that's sort of steampunky that is fucking heartbreaking. Really good. Short story collection called Full Throttle from Joe Hill. Son of Stephen King, if you did not know. Finished True Weird by James Tiny Onion. And I want to say, I think there's false... This kind of annoyed me. Because I think there's false fucking advertising. It's getting dark in here, but can you guys see that cover? So that creature on the cover... This is super specific and super nerdy to like maybe 3 people in the chat right now. The creature on the cover is from the Kelly Hopkinsville encounters. Very bizarre UFO cryptid encounter that happened, I think, in the 60s. Low-key inspired E.T. They're actually going to make E.T. is inspired by this Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, where this family of rednecks had these strange-looking creatures, like what you see on that, sort of invade their house. It's just fucking very bizarre. That story's not in the fucking book at all. The fucking false advertising on this shit, man. That's not in the book at all. That story's not in there. So what the fuck, man? I was super disappointed. Have you guys watched Welcome to Derry It? If not, you guys must watch or even read the It book. I've read It. I have read It back in the day. I read that I took almost all of 8th grade. I think I started in 7th grade reading It, and I finished in 8th grade reading It. So I'm definitely aware of It. I've not watched Welcome to Derry, though. Have been curious about it, though. I've heard nothing but good things, honestly. Blunt Man got arrested. I saw that. Everybody be careful out there. They're definitely pulling people over left and right. I saw a picture, and I couldn't tell from the picture myself. I saw a picture. Someone said the cops had their guns drawn in it. But it was a blurry-ass pic. I couldn't see that myself, but be careful out there, man. It ain't no joke. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I'm not like the biggest fan of Blunt Man. I think he's talked shit about me before, but I don't wish that kind of shit on any Juggalo, man. Yeah, I don't wish that shit on any Juggalo. That sucks. Yeah, positive vibes to Blunt Man, regardless of, you don't like his weed or him allegedly stabbing Damian Quinn or whatever. Which, in retrospect, maybe, never mind. The other thing I read was this graphic novel called Black River by Josh Simons. Not really sure. I've read another one of his books. He's got a really dope art style, really grisly art style. He mostly does horror. Really fuck with Josh Simons quite a bit. He told everyone he stabbed him. Allegedly. So he didn't? Is that the story? He allegedly didn't? I got to not talk about this stuff on stream. He does have lube for me, too. He definitely has lube for me. See, that's why he's upset I'm not gathering, because he has the lube for me. All right, enough of this. Enough of this very sus-ass talk. Lone Floob, I love your name. Lone Floob 9557 with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you, dog. Love your name. Shouts out to all the Floobs out there. Those are my people. Let's see. Modest Mouse guitarist Simon O'Connor removed from their tour after he slid into the underage fans' DMs. Preston, are you okay?
That's not what happened. He removed himself from the tour, but he denied the allegations vehemently, but he was getting so much backlash that he decided to stop to leave the tour.
So he removed himself from the tour, but he's denying that he slid into any DMs.
Yes.
Interesting. Are they still on tour then?
So, come here, baby. Sorry.
We were actually going to go to one of those Modest Mouse shows, or going to try to, but them shits sold out so fast. They were playing like 2 shows.
Everybody just to hear Float On. Imagine they don't play Float On.
They would have to play Float On.
What? I saw Counting Crows and they didn't play Mr. Jones.
That's Counting Crows, though. Those guys are dicks. What is the Modest Mouse album? I would just want them to play the mad songs from We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank.
Come here, baby.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Modest Mouse album right there. Sid Wilson kicked out of Slipknot because of how he treated his bandmates, quote unquote. It was a long time coming, is a quote being shared with the update. So since then, I don't even have this in my notes, but since then, in the last couple of days, Slipknot has officially come out and made a statement about this, because this was a TMZ article initially. Slipknot officially said they're no longer working with Sid. They future endeavored him, too. They said, best of luck in your future endeavors, bro. They future endeavored him, bro. I've never seen Tales from the Crypt Keeper cartoon, actually. I maybe saw it when I was a kid, but I don't remember it at all. I like Tales from the Crypt, the TV show, hella, though. And the comic books even more. I fuck with those comic books heavy. Tales from the Crypt reprint is some of the first horror comics I ever got my hands on as a kid. And I love that book, man. That was so good. Yeah, shouts out Tales from the Crypt for sure. Fuck. I also saw, oh, excuse me. I think I saw a comment thread involving, it was either Sid's brother or Sid's cousin. Pardon me, I can't remember who. But he was saying that essentially the story is, and this is super gossipy, but essentially the story is after the breakup with Kelly Osbourne, Kelly hit up Sharon, who hit up Corey, who hit up Clown, and Clown made the decision to fire Sid. That's the line of how this happened, allegedly. And that Sid's not on drugs again. He hasn't relapsed or anything like that. Sid's doing fine. It's literally the Osbournes manipulating shit behind the scenes is the reason that Sid is no longer with Slipknot. Is this the end of Slipknot? More OG members of Slipknot have now departed the group in one way or the other than there are. And Emily made the great point the other day. Even Corey, I think it was Emily. Was it you or Kosuke maybe? Even Corey isn't the original singer of Slipknot. It was you? Yeah. Even Corey isn't the original singer of Slipknot. So that's like, what, 3 OG members? I don't know. Is this the end of Slipknot? I don't know. It definitely looks real fucked up. You guys know about how Clown has expressed his interest in continuing the gimmick, continuing gimmicks with other people under the masks, right? Pretty sure Corey and Clown own the trademarks. Yeah, they've talked about that before, how they want to possibly continue Slipknot after they're gone. Like on some ultra, that's like going way past Kiss. That's like ultra Kiss shit or something. I don't know. I think there's only one OG member, negative publicity said. Shit. Is that Clown? It's just Clown? It's just going to end up being Clown, that's it? I'm amazed they haven't brought their kids in yet. They were at the gathering as Yeah, Vended's pretty tight, too. Hey, maybe Vended is the train. Maybe Vended is the minor leagues to how until you get into Slipknot. And then they just slot in new people into Vended, and it becomes the trainer system to getting into Slipknot. Zillakami dropped Audio Creep, his long-awaited album, on an app called the Zillakami app that didn't work when it dropped. Apparently, he's dropped it on all streaming gimmicks now. I have not listened to it. Don't really know if I have interest in listening to it. Probably won't listen to it, honestly, unless it comes across my fucking my recommended, like when I'm shuffling shit or whatever. I don't know. Zilla has a 3-show run still to come this month, I think. Very curious how that goes. Oh, hold on, I gotta make it just a little bit lighter in here because it's getting ridiculously dark. Hold on, we're gonna make it just a wee bit lighter in here because I'm starting to look like I'm just talking to myself in the dark. And just a wee bit lighter, a little moody ass light. All right. We talked about the Taiga and Phoenix Flexin AI. Necro versus Talib Kweli beef. I don't know if you guys have been following much of this. It is way too complicated for me to sit here and break it down for you. But the long and short of it is essentially Diabolic, who is some other rapper I'm not quite that aware of, was talking, I think, on a recent Panda Chop interview about Talib Kweli. And Diabolic, Talib Kweli, it's kind of like Diabolic and Necro versus Talib Kweli, essentially, is what's going on. Where, you know, Talib Kweli has the opinion that Diabolic and Necro are quote-unquote Nazi rappers, right? That because they are MAGA-leaning, they are automatically Nazis, which, you know, I'm not going to state my opinion on that. But Talib's been really going hard at Necro for using the N-word in a lot of his old raps. That's been a big sticking point with Talib Kweli. And, you know, not to be shut down, Necro has gone full AI with it. And he's making tons of little AI videos and images. And, I mean, he's full boomer, just full boomer AI creating scenarios on his feed. It's really fucking weird, man. I almost want to try to make a video about it, but it's so complicated. And I'm probably going to miss a couple of things, even if I attempt to make a video about it. But it's super, super funny. Brian Red, hey, shouts out to Brian Red in the chat. I did Talib's first tattoo in 2008. Man, Talib was waiting until 2008 to get a tattoo, huh? That's interesting. Shouts out to Brian. Hope you're doing good, dog. And a raw rack of ribs in your... What are we talking about, Weedo? I wonder if Wakko's going to get busted like... I mean, Wakko already had a scenario on fucking... what was it, coming out of Juggalo Island? Wakko had a scenario. See, Wakko's scenario, though, is like, he got all these motherfuckers. He got, like, what, a whole crew of weed carriers. So Wakko will be fine. Wakko will be absolutely fine. The weed carriers, on the other hand, they're the ones. See, that's why you get weed carriers, you guys, you know? That's why Lil Wayne had that little buddy sitting there with him that he groomed at 15 years old. Not funny. I shouldn't be laughing at this. I think I'm going to hit up a dispensary in Springfield, hopefully get a 5 gram. I think, honestly, I think as far as bringing weed in, as long as you're smart and you're not, you know, you're obeying the rules of the road, you're stopping at your stoplights, your fucking traffic lights, you're using your turn signals, all your shit's up to date, your inspection's up to date, you don't got any tags out of date or any of that shit, I think you'll be all right. Just don't be smoking. I wouldn't be smoking weed in the car too much around the venues, or maybe even like as close as to a half hour outside of the venue. You should probably be real careful with that. Under 3 ounces is legal to carry in MO, Master Guido said. Put it in the trunk. Yeah. I would say just don't smoke in the car. Try to keep that shit not stinky. They said that in one of the posts I saw today, they did say that they had a dog sniffing car. They did have a dog sniffing car, so even if you turn down the fucking search, they're going to have the dog sniff your car, and then, boom, they got the search without you consenting to it. So be careful out there. In Missouri, they put your weed in a paper bag and staple the receipt to it. Facts. That's what they do in Massachusetts up here. If you open the bag and they pull you over and see it, you will get with a DUI. Wow, just for taking it out of the bag. Yeah, so be fucking careful, man. That's one of the big reasons I'm not really trying to gather this year is I know how much the Ozarks don't like Juggalos. It's historically not a friendly place to Juggalos. They essentially kicked us out of there once. We were going to have the gathering there like 15 years ago. They did not want Juggalos there, man. That spot is super hot. I'm going to keep saying it over and over on here. I know probably there's probably people in the higher ups of the Juggalodium that don't like me saying it, but that spot is hot. You guys need to be real careful, man. Real careful. Shit. Jonathan Davis is freak on a leash. Just going all over the place. Jonathan Davis is freak on a leash line. He has little doggy and kitty cat leashes and pet bowls and shit. Little coffin-shaped pet bowls and shit. If this is something you would like to pay for, go ahead. I'm mostly talking about it because I think it's funny. Now, I need you guys to go out August 20th, 3:10 p.m. to see my homie Billy Defense, my odd son on the detonation stage. It's the last time I'm going to be able to probably promote this on the live stream, so I wanted to promote this. Also, if you're trying to wait to get to the gathering, Billy Buds, Billy Batter, and Billy Blinkers, I think, are all going to be a thing at the gathering. And if Bluntman's locked up, go holler at Billy real quick. Go holler at Billy real quick. Allegedly, for educational purposes only. All right? What else do we got? All right, Wakko dropped another album called Infinity. Have not listened to it. I have not listened to the kid that did either. I've seen a lot of people give this new project Infinity some praise. He got an Esham verse on there. He's got a Brother Lynch verse on there, so I'm probably going to listen to this one. I might even go back and listen to the kid that did. I still got to listen to the Wakko interview on fucking Gobcast and take notes for that. I really got to make a video out of that. I'm super slacking on that, you guys. Fully aware that I'm slacking on that. Wakko and Darby did a song called Holy Grail, which was, I haven't even listened to the whole thing. I think I heard a chunk of Darby's verse, though. And a pretty cool concept about drinking from a holy chalice and being invincible type beat, or at least that's what I got from Darby's verse of it. Darby teasing a new album. He's doing a free meet and greet at the Gathering Day 2 at the merch table there, and he's also shooting a music video. I think that's around 2 o'clock or something. Go check Darby's socials for information about that. Ouija has meet and greets that he is selling, not free meet and greet. He is selling that comes with a free CD, which is not a free CD because you paid for it to get the meet and greet. But that CD reveals the next rune. Let's see. Ouija also just played Endless Fires. I thought it was something else. I thought it was called something else. I played This Way yesterday. ICP played Sturgis on Friday. This is the setup for the Full Throttle Saloon, which is ironic because I'm reading that Joe Hill book called Full Throttle. I was thinking about that. Yes. So, yeah, stuff at the gathering. We're getting slowly into gathering stuff. Oh, yeah, Wakko has a music video with Violent J for a song called 17 Dead. And I was so confused because I thought Jay would be rapping on that shit. But it's just Jay's sample from the song 17 Dead that he's just sort of mouthing the words for in the video. So I was sort of confused by that because I expected Jay to be on that song more. Anyway, is the Gobcast interview he missed a spraying a garbage? Yeah, Brian. It's so bizarre because I've seen the clip of this now. I wanted to watch the full interview so I can get the context of everything, and I figured there's probably some other bits and pieces in there to pick up on. But it's so weird because he starts it out by saying he doesn't spray his weed, but then he defends spraying weed for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes or something, whatever. and then fucking essentially says he does spray weed, but he only sprays it with natural terps, is the way he put it. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I've said before, I've had some of his weed that was very obviously sprayed with what I think was chemicals. The cotton candy weed that we smoked after the gathering last year or 2 years ago, or was it after fucking Juggalo, Ohio? I can't even remember when. I think it was maybe after Juggalo, Ohio 2 years ago. That shit was sprayed with something. That shit was definitely sprayed with something. But I've also tried some other shit where it don't taste chemically at all. It tastes like, good natural weed, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. It's a fucking whole complicated thing with this Wakko situation, man. I'm not trying to hate on Wakko too much. He's been mostly friendly to me or not interacted with me at all. I know he said something incredibly rude to Brian in the chat right here, which I do not think is cool. I've said before on here, I think that's why he's doing himself a disservice in the community, is because he interacts shittily with people. If and I can't blame him, because there's a lot of fucking idiots in the comments section. I get it. There's so many idiots I want to spend my time commenting to and talking shit to, but you can't do that. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do your mental health any good. And at the end of the day, those people talking shit, they don't deserve your fucking time. So you got to just no-sell that shit and keep it moving. It's super hard. I get it. I so fucking get it, but you just got to no-sell that shit and keep it moving. Speaking of keeping it moving, ICP closes out. They're headlining, if you will, Riot Fest. Technically. Technically they are. Let's see if I can get this full lineup. Here it is. So if you look here, the Insane Clown Posse over on, what is it, Radical Stage or something? What is it called? Yeah, Radical Stage. They play 8:55 to 9:55. And, technically closing out with Pierce the Veil. But I'm going to say Insane Clown Posse are headlining. Okay? I'm going to say Insane Clown Posse are headlining this. Nah, ICP. ICP's headlining this whole festival. A lot of speculation that the motherfucker who does some of these festivals, I forget his name, is going to be the one brought in to work on the gathering next year. Yeah, we'd have to split that one down the middle. Yeah, I would not be trying to go see Pierce the Veil over ICP for sure. I do think a lot of people. September 20th is Riot Fest, by the way. I do. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the guy. There's a guy who runs a bunch of these festivals that have booked ICP, and a lot of people seem to think that he or his company, would be the ones taking over planning the gathering. Hey, shouts out to Juno Blaze. Would be the ones taking over the gathering next year. A lot of talk about that happening. I don't really know so much about that, but figured I'd mention it real quick. I don't know if it would be great, honestly. It might not be great. So the gathering of the Juggalos coming up real soon. Like, real soon. It's essentially happening already because the ticket box office gimmick is already open. There's the timeline gimmick. All right, we're going to talk about this first. So first of all, last week... Oh, wait, I have this backwards. So last week, before we get to that, they announced they have this ticket processing lot, which is, I think everybody knows about this at this point. This bar called the 1776 Bar and Grill. It's already open, so if you're trying to get your tickets, you got to go to this bar right here, this address, 1776 Bar and Grill. What is it? 9051 US 54 Max Creek, Missouri, which is about almost 6 miles from the venue. You got to go there to get your tickets, to pick up your tickets, to pick up your car pass shit, all that shit. You got to go there. And then the next, there's a couple of, some of these are kind of strange announcements. One of them I really like, though. The Ninja Footprint Initiative, I really like that. Sorry, it's getting so dark in here. I'm distracted again. Hold on. Yeah, it got even darker. Maybe if I change the shutter speed a little bit. Yeah, we'll take it like that. A little bit brighter for us. A little grainy looking now, but it's a little brighter. A little grainy from the candlelight. Need to get those Stanley Kubrick lenses on over here. What happened? Why is this locked up? The fuck? Notes. Notes, bro. Can I help you? Hold on, my notes locked up. I've never seen this happen before. That was weird. I couldn't scroll the notes at all. All right. So there's apparently this bridge that you want to avoid. This is the weirdest shit, man. There's this bridge you want to avoid. Apparently, let's see if I can make this big over here. This right here. So you want to avoid this little bridge. Apparently it's super thin. If you have like a bigger truck or trailer or something that you are a little bit skittish about going over this bridge, you should probably just reroute it. There's some directions with this image on how to reroute around it. Definitely a little bit of iffy planning because, you know, you can't really expect Juggalos to really do this research. That's why I'm trying to bring some of this to y'all's attention, spread the word around about this stuff, and the whole be careful with the police thing, too. Yeah, man. The Ninja Footprint Initiative. This is what I really want to talk about. Now, will Juggalos listen and do this? That's another story. But I thought this was really fresh, this Ninja Footprint Initiative. Hold on. I'm going to read all this gimmick to you guys because this is actually really dope. Actually, we'll just do it like this and then I can read it off the thing. Here we go. Boy, I am blind, you guys. Ninja Footprint Initiative. Being a Juggalo is one of the freshest things you can be on this planet. Our lives and culture are unlike anything that has come before. The Gathering is our place where we are free to live that reality to the fullest. It's our spot, our world, our home. The space we're given to act out and freak this Juggalo existence to the fullest is a straight-up blessing, a for-real gift from Mother Earth. So to respect our home away from home, we are asking all Juggalos to do their part to protect this sacred ground. That's why we're raising the flag on a family-wide call to action. We've christened the Ninja Footprint Initiative. What is this, you ask? Well, my friendly friendalo, that reminds me of Anton Sugar from No Country for Old Men for some reason. Simply put, it means move like a ninja, vanish without a trace. Any property you bring into the grounds should stick with you on the way out. Got trash all over your campsite or a busted tent? Take a swift minute to gather it up and take it with you or chuck it out. Leaving a stage area or pavilion? Bonus fresh points if you spot some rubbish and plant it in the proper receptacle. The info tent has mad trash bags, so holler at your boy to get really involved. If every last Juggalo did their part, it would help to keep ticket costs down, ensure the grounds stay beautiful, and go a long way towards helping the ninjas who are clearing the grounds long after everyone has left. So we're asking every Juggalo reading this right now to help execute this Gathering game changer, making sure to grab your garbage and go ghost when you head home, thus leaving your campsite as you found it when you first arrived. It takes a ninja to know a ninja, And you don't want to be looking unfamiliar right about now. So please take part in the Ninja Footprint Initiative. I do think this is a great thing to encourage Juggalos to clean up after each other, because it's definitely, you know, I think it's a bad look, but I know a lot of Juggalos like the trashiness. A lot of Juggalos like revel in the trashiness. So you're going to have your people going the other way and shit, but I think the fact that we're at a nature reserve, technically, this year, or you guys are going to be at a nature reserve, technically, this year, you should really try to keep the place clean as much as you can. Especially if you end up liking that place and you want to go back. Regardless, I think you should try to clean up the place. But I think this is dope that they're actually... What they should have done is maybe offered a contest like the trash gang had done in the past. Where Trash Gang last few gatherings would offer a free jersey for free jerseys for some of the people cleaning up trash and just bringing trash bags. I think it would be really cool. Humble, there is a mouse cursor by your face, kind of distracting. By my face? No way. By my face? Oh, you talking about when I was over... Wait a second. By my face? See, I'm confused now because I'm confused now. On the stream right now? I don't know how that's possible. It's not on my end. Are you sure it's not on your end, Guido? Because I don't know how that's possible on my end. It's glitching out like a motherfucker right now, I'll tell you that. Because I got Elgato over, and let me shut that so it glitches out. Are you fucking with me? Well, I'm moving my cursor all around right now, so... I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Is it on anybody else's? Because... Are you fucking with me? I gotta look at the stream now. I think it's a reflection. Oh, I see it. Hold on. It's a reflection on the camera. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about now. Hold on. It's a reflection from the candle here. Hold on. Is that better? Is that spookier? All right, let me try it. Yes. Yes, much spookier. Much spookier. Is that better? I didn't see the reflection until I looked really super close. Don't burn your equipment. What equipment? You've got a couple of cables here. It's like my phone's right here. It does look like I'm about to burn my computer, though, don't it? Anyway. Let's see. Ninja Footprint Initiative. All right. We got a couple more things, and I'm going to tell you guys. All right. So right now, this was right before I started stream. Here's what the weather is looking out at Max Creek. Just a couple of days ago, mind you, it was looking sunny every day of the gathering. And temperatures in the 90s. Now the temperatures have gone down, and there is rain Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe Sunday. There was a rain symbol on Saturday just earlier today, so maybe all of this changes. Weather is very finicky like that, but it looks like you might get a little rain Wednesday and Thursday. And I've heard if that ground gets wet, it does get very sticky and hard to move around with, so be aware of that. Also, if it rains a lot, that river can get rather high. That area has been known to flood, but I don't think, 70%, 65% chance of rain. I don't think that's going to be enough to make the river flood or anything. But let's see. And then last week, right before we go into the week of the gathering, last week, Twiztid announces that they are going to be one of the headliners, one of the nights, with Blaze, for Cave in Rock, for Hog Rock, for Hog Wash, the imitation gathering that they're doing at Cave in Rock this year, which I thought was a little bit shitty that they kind of tried to snipe the hype away from the week. Like, hey, it's the week going into the gathering. Make your decision. I thought that was pretty shitty. But, hey, that's Twiztid for you. A couple of Twiztid little conversations got brought up on the Shaggy show this past week. Shaggy and the gang did the racist Asian hats again, and people really wanted me to talk about that for some reason. So I talked about it. They've done that, 5 times before? That's nothing new there. Shaggy also said some shit about... Shaggy was also asked if MAGA Juggalos can be Juggalos, and he gave his standard answer if he doesn't give a fuck. But the MAGA Juggalos take that and put the battery in their bag over that. Yeah, the hats are why, dude. Master Weedo, the hats were the final straw, dog. I saw those hats, and I'm like, no way am I going to the gathering. That was it. That was the final straw, dog. You want to know why I'm not going to the gathering, though? I can get into this now. I think we're done with everything. I can get into this now. If you guys really want to know why. Oh, one more thing. The Juggalo ID card, I'm hearing, is not being accepted for early entry or any discounts for merch at the gathering. That Juggalo ID card that we all went to Juggalo Island for and maybe cheated to get the actual ID card. But nonetheless, we got our ID cards. That thing has only been valid for what? 1 show? 2 shows if you press the issue? What a scam. What a money grab that was. That Juggalo ID card is a full-on gimmick at this point. Should I have known better? Yes. Yes, I should have. Yes, I should have known better. I heard it was good for the discount. I saw that it wasn't. If it is good for the discount, that's great. Because honestly, I think that's all you really got to provide is that merch discount. What was the Juggalo card? How much did the Juggalo card cost you? Probably thousands of dollars, all said and done, because you had to go to a couple of those shows in person. So, thousands of dollars. I'm in debt because of it. I'm in debt because of this Juggalo ID card. Fucking Juggalo ID card. So all right, so let's get into it. Why am I not gathering this year? Why am I not going to the gathering of the Juggalos this year? There's a couple of reasons why. Number one, money is tight. Like I just said, I had some repairs on my car this week that I knew were coming. I knew I was going to have to get new tires and have an alignment due. I knew my brakes were about to be done, and I was going to have to get all my brakes replaced. So I knew that shit was coming. But my inspection sticker was out of date as of last month, so I had to go in and get that done, and I was hoping I could slide by. No way. I have to get all these repairs done. I failed my inspection. I got to get all these repairs done. I got the brakes fixed. I could only afford to get the brakes fixed right now. My tires need to get fixed next, so all my money's going towards that, which sucks. But at least my car will be good for another year, hopefully, without any repairs. Hopefully. If it is, I'm going to just trade that bitch in. But yeah, money is tight. Number one, money is tight right now. Even if I was planning to go to the gathering beforehand, this car situation would have severely fucked me because I wouldn't have the money to do it at this point. And my car would still be not inspected, be out of inspection. My tags would not be up to date and would be causing me to get pulled over. So that's not good. That's not good. I wouldn't want to be going over there to get pulled over because, like I said, the cops, there's a lot of cops out of there. There's a lot of cops out of there trying to pull over Juggalos, trying to get Juggalos. They're definitely looking for Juggalos. They're looking for any reason to pull you over. Be safe out there. I've seen posts about they got dogs sniffing cars. I've seen people allegedly pulled over with guns to them. I didn't see the guns in the picture, but that's what people in the comments were saying. I don't know. It might be a little bit hyped up, but I would say be safe. Don't be sorry. The reports of Blunt Man being arrested right now, that sucks. I mean, regardless of your opinion on Blunt Man, I don't want to see any Juggalo in prison. That fucking sucks. Or in jail, what have you. Anyway, so yeah, that's another big reason. The spot is hot outside of the gathering grounds and inside of the gathering grounds because of Jimmy's former charges with his the FBI raiding that place 15 years ago, or his other place, not this place. This is his second venue location. His other place, he ratted out to the feds, and the shit got raided. He ratted to the feds. I think it would be smart to consider that and be questioning any interactions you might be having with certain individuals that might seem like they might be feds. I don't know, purely speculation. That's all I'll say about that. Just be careful, not only outside of the gathering, but once you get in the gathering, because I believe that spot is hot. Another big reason why is it's far. That goes more into the money is tight thing, but it is far. It is very far away from us. It's almost twice the amount of driving that we would do to the gathering if it was in Ohio. I'm in the Northeast. I'm in Vermont. It is 24 hours plus to get to Max Creek, Missouri for us, which would be about 2 days worth of driving almost completely for me. With a little bit of sleeping here and there, it would be almost 2 full days of driving for me to get there. And that would burn up a lot of my vacation time that I don't necessarily have to spend like that, because I think I would have to take a week and a half. I think I would have to take a week and a half of vacation just to properly gather and then get home without killing myself driving a day straight. So that's another big one. It's far. Another big thing why we don't want to gather this year is the ticks being super bad. That area of the country, ticks are super bad, and this alpha gal thing, that's the disorder or the allergy you can get to red meat if you get bit by a tick. You can get this, not only can you get Lyme disease, but you can get alpha gal, you can get, there's 2 other weird fucking tick diseases that people are getting this year because the ticks are so bad. I ain't trying to get allergic to it. You can, by the way, with this alpha gal shit, if you don't know you have it and you eat red meat, you can die. You can die from eating this shit if you don't know you have it. Fuck that, dude. I already talked about the locals are not friendly to us. The police don't want us there. That's already been proven today with you guys just trying to get your tickets. I already talked about that spot being hot inside the gathering as well because of Jimmy's charges and the thing getting raided. The other thing is Jimmy's allegations. I don't know if I fully support having the gathering at that location. If those Jimmy allegations are pretty troubling, I don't know if I fully even support where the gathering is this year, but that's a whole other thing. The whole booking of multiple acts, multiple artists that I don't think should represent the Juggalodium, in my opinion. Yeah, bigots, abusers, types like that. And last but not least, we're not really feeling the love that much lately, I would say. We haven't really felt the love in a little while, honestly. I used to feel like Juggalos had my back. I used to feel like if I went to an event, Juggalos all around us had our backs. You know what I mean? I used to feel safe at a Juggalo show. I don't know if I feel necessarily that safe at Juggalo shows anymore. Not that someone's going to do something to me, but just that something might happen there. And I don't know if Juggalos got each other's backs like that anymore. After the stuff at JO4 and the stuff that happened right before JO4, I mean, if you've been following it, you've been following it. I don't really have to say much more than that. There's things that could have been done to stop those things that people in the community just didn't do. I don't know. That to me is really whack. And I've been feeling a shift in the vibe for over a year now. I would say almost 2 years now. I've been feeling a pretty dramatic shift in the vibe in the Juggalodium. The other thing is racists, like I said, racists and abusers being allowed to infiltrate the scene and not being checked. In fact, quite the opposite. Because people are fans of these performers, they protect them. In some cases, sickos, to put it mildly politely. Sickos, bigots, and abusers, I've seen in the last year alone, a multiple of them be protected. It's turning into something I hardly even recognize anymore, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to me. And so with all of those things combined, I don't think there's a reason for me to gather this year. There's a lot of reasons for me not to gather this year. I'm sad. I'm missing it. I got hella FOMO. I'd be lying if I didn't say I had FOMO. But at the same time, I knew going into it this year, it would be a lot of stress. It would be a lot of trouble. Stress getting there, stress maneuvering around there. And I don't know. The vibe's weird this year. The vibe is definitely weird this year, man. And also, I'm going to be so sad if this ends up being the last year of the gathering. If it really, if something bad happens this year, or if this ends up being the last independent gathering, and they do they do change over to some corporate, not ownership, but some sort of corporate manager position, and you get sponsors and shit. The gathering will change forever after that. I already said I was broke, Mike. The heck, that's number 1 on the list. Number 1 on the list, Micah. That could change the gathering forever, though. It would not be the same gathering if a corporate influence comes in any form. And this might be the last of the independent gatherings. I don't know, man. Spent it all on that Juggalo card. Truer than you think. Truer than you think, Guido. That is truer than you think. That really is a big part of it. That Juggalo Island trip really fucked me up. I'm still trying to recover from that Juggalo Island trip. And honestly, still trying to cover from fucking other Juggalo trips. So I need to sit this one out. Ultimately, I need to sit this one out. Multiple reasons why I think I should. The thing that sucks is not being able to see some homies perform. Jane and Billy getting to perform on stages. Yeah, man, that part sucks. That's who I really want to be there for the most. But it is what it is, man. And you know what? Maybe it's all for the best. Maybe I do need to sit this one out. I'm hella bummed. I'm hella bummed about it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. And if this is the last year of the independent gatherings, I'm gonna feel helly stupid. But I need to focus on paying down my debt, paying down my credit cards. I need to focus on fixing my car, number 1. There's a lot of things I need to focus on over here. You know what I mean? I need to be responsible Juggalo over here and not dive further into credit card debt when I could be paying off said credit card debt. So I need to be a responsible Juggalo this year and sit this one out. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing content over here. I don't know how I can cover the gathering from over here. I'll probably wait and do like a wrap up of some of the shit that I hear has happened at the gathering. I don't know. I'll do something after the gathering. Might do a live stream during the gathering if something crazy happens that I have to, do an emergency fucking broadcast. Other shows are always a rad option too. I've been to Hallowicked 4 times. Yeah, and that's the other thing, Lone Floob. I've been to Hallowicked 4 times, had a blast every year. Maybe it's just time for y'all to check out some other events and switch shit up. I would love to go to Hallowicked again this year. I don't know if that's in the cards, but this October, ICP is coming to our area, coming to Worcester. Ouija and Darby have a tour that's also coming through our area right before the ICP Worcester show. So we'll get like our own little mini version of the gathering in our area from those 2 shows alone. And I think that'll be good. What's the Blunt Man news? Allegedly, he got pulled over and arrested. I don't have any other update. We need you to update us on the Blunt Man saga. I don't know anything other than that. Allegedly pulled over and arrested, according to Facebook posts. I don't know anything other than that, you guys. But be careful. I will say it again. That spot is hot. Not only outside the gathering, but also inside the gathering. That spot is hot. Please be careful out there. All right. Is there anything else? You guys let me know if there's anything else you would like to talk about real quick before I jump out of here. We a little bit over 2 hours. Oh, that's not going to work. These roaches are smokable. Any questions, comments? This is now will be the time. Oh, Hooligan's got a new video up. Go check out Hooligan's new channel. Those Damn Hooligans 2 on YouTube. I keep hearing that people keep getting pulled over like crazy. I keep seeing that too, man. See multiple posts about people getting pulled over, so please be careful. When are you going to get the Twiztid version of the Great Malenko? I don't think that exists. I think Juggalo Collectibles was trolling with that. I saw that post, though. Humble, say it ain't so. You're not gathering. I know. I'm sorry, Jesus Chris. Has the whole world gone crazy? It has. If the clowns could collab with anyone from the underground that they haven't yet, who would you want to see them work with? Well, not from the underground, but I'd love to see them work with Eminem. I would love to see that. That's not really the underground. Let me try to tailor that more to the underground. Someone they haven't worked with in the underground. Shit. Me. I like that. Me. How about me? I'll just take that slot. Thank you very much. Yeah, me. That's who I would like to see them work with. Either Eminem or me. You're a Juffalo. Nice burn, Micah. Killing it. Micah killing the chat, dog. Fair enough. Thank you. What song will play at ICP's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Chicken hunting, duh. We all know that. Chicken hunting. It'll be chicken hunting plays, right? Maybe Hocus Pocus. I think chicken hunting will probably play. That seems to be like their entrance music, Jay's entrance music. I think it'll be chicken hunting. Oh, you know what? It probably will be Greatest Show, though. Because WWE owns that, right? Nah, fuck that. They'll do Greatest Show then. Yeah, they'll do the Oddities theme. Yeah, it's definitely Oddities, right? Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's either Chicken Hunting or the Oddities theme. I think because WWE owns the Oddities theme, they're gonna play the Oddities theme, but the Oddities theme version, not the Greatest Show. Oh, he asked Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Definitely Chicken Hunting then. Yeah, definitely Chicken Hunting for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Gotta be Chicken Hunting. Although I would like, if I could pick the song, I would have it be Let's Go All the Way. Smoke another. I will when I get off the stream, Weedo, all right? All right? We get smoked out on this thing. You should know that by now. All right, I'm going to get off of here, watch some Anthony Bourdain, have some more stir fry. Oh, I forgot to go get it. I have an unboxing. I have a P.O. Box. P.O. Box 731, Bellows Falls, Vermont 05101 if you want to send stuff to us. I haven't plugged it in a long time, but I do have a P.O. Box unboxing I need to pick up. I'm so I'm so humbled by Connor for real. I like that one, but also Kendrick Lamar's Humble would be really funny too. Really funny walkout music for me. I'm so humbled by Connor for real is a good one too, though. My Mount Rushmore for white rappers is Beastie Boys, Vanilla Ice, ICP, and Eminem. That's a lot of people on that Rushmore, dog. I heard of ICP when I was 12 years old, and Eminem didn't come out until 3 years later. I was 15 when Eminem hit. Yeah. White boy Mount Rushmore. Man, Beasties might have to be on there for me, too. Beastie, ICP, M, Cage. That's mine. Beasties, ICP, Eminem, and Cage would be mine. That would be my white boy Mount Rushmore. Am I forgetting someone? I think that's got to be my white boy Mount Rushmore. If you see the Toxic Crusader looking character that got Jay Lunacy. Oh, shit. No Vanilla Ice? Yeah, probably not, man. You forgot Snow. What's your favorite Cage album? Movies for the Blind. Hands down. Movies for the Blind is brilliant. That shit is like, it really is like Movies for the Blind. He really paints pictures with those words, man. I also do like some of the later stuff though too. I do like Hell's Winter quite a bit. Hell's Winter might be number 2 on the list. But definitely Movies for the Blind. You know what? Smut Peddlers would be number 2 probably. Yeah, it would probably be Movies for the Blind, and then Smut Peddlers would be number 2. Yeah, Kill the Architect is fresh, man. I fuck with that later stuff. I think some of the later stuff is really underrated. I feel like a lot of people don't know about it because the Sam Hill stuff he originally did release under the Sam Hill name. So I feel like a lot of the Cage motherfuckers never even like found out about that shit or something. I don't know. Down Boys. I don't know that. Down Boys. Yeah, Beastie Boys were a punk band, straight up, originally. They had a girl drummer, I believe, in the original incarnation of the Beastie Boys as a punk band. They kicked her ass out, though, when they became rappers. They're like, no way, girl. Get out of here. Booted her ass to the curb. Ice Ice Baby was a hit when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though. Ninja Rap, right? Yeah, I fuck with Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, I think we're really getting spun out at this point. I think I gotta go. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you to everybody who is nice. Keep on being nice to human beings out there. Being mean is whack at the end of the day. All right, I love you guys. I just found out Super Shredder was Nash. Dude. You didn't know that was Nash, bro? Jeez, bro. All right, I love you guys. Yeah, have a good gathering. Be safe. If there's anything worth talking about, maybe I'll do a live stream during the gathering. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Who knows? But I'm gonna try to work on vlogs and drop some of these vlogs I got in the can, in the vault, if you will. Go check out the Emily Goes Filipino grocery shopping vlog that's up now for the Alienated. Go check out the Lil Wayne video I dropped. Yeah. Stuff and things and stuff. I love you guys. I'm gonna miss you guys. Bums me out I won't see you guys at the gathering, but have fun for me, okay? Tell them Humble Monk sent you. All right, I love you guys. End broadcast. Bye.